gift. Because you're already the best son. At least the best I've ever had. Let's agree that from now on, before we assume we know what the other person wants, you got it. Detective work back at Birmingham. Dear boy's got a gift. With my expertise, you would love to.
Hello, everybody. I'm Jonathan Coachman. And
Mr. Coach.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Oakland Raiders taking on the NFC champions, the New Orleans Saints. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
17 there and a New Orleans first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check 91. 91 is the Mike. Mike 91.
Here's Kamara off the draw. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 3rd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
To throw on 3rd down, Sylvester. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get that
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
On first down, Sylvester got an open man. It's Aitman. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Good shit.
Well, call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for. I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last... Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 30, 20, 10. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And I'm sure for these guys, the break from the conference championship to the Super Bowl seems so long. To get out here and score that first touchdown has to take some tension out of the game.
Oh, I love the point you just made about the gap between. Think about the pressure that is built in the interim. To come out and get the first points in the Super Bowl, fantastic for the team.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio.
You better not come out of there.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On 2nd down, Kamara trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. A look at the defensive starters now for the Raiders. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago. And last week in that victory, they were pretty good. Probably a pretty easy film session, I would imagine.
And after a performance like that, so many people think you just roll into film, take your popcorn, kick back, and enjoy the show because they played well.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, New Orleans. Kiki QT. 78 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took...
Oh, they get
We'll
to the
take those
football.
too.
It's blocked. Oh, the Raiders have it.
Fat boy got the
Get
ball.
the oxygen tank ready. He's
Boy,
at
is
the
his
40,
mama watching, though?
The 20, 10, and all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points.
Our ball, baby. Our ball.
Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Let's go, D.
First carry for Josh Jacobs.
Ooh.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Let's go, defense.
Miller on first down. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. After one, our score 9-6. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Rush in. Rush in. Rush in.
Here's Miller. Off play action. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 34-yard line.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play
Touch.
for
Come
him,
here.
I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a
Look at
really
his
nice
ass
game.
still down there. Is his mama watching? Why you let him on the field with these killers, lady?
Check, 47.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. 15 yards. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And on his way to the end zone, shedding the tackle, he would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run. Making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle. No running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
Tavecchio to add the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raider defense now, here they are as they get ready to trot back onto the field. And they have certainly been effective in one category, and that's blocking kicks. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Running with Kamara. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But
nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Raiders pick it up.
Oh, in the face, man.
18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. They've been practicing goal line offense all week. Let's see if they're able to capitalize here. Jacobs now. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. 2nd and 9 now. His pass caught at the 4.
Yeah, I'm coming with me.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now, his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass. No interceptions for him personally to this point. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
From the gun on 3rd down. Sylvester. Open man is Michael Thomas. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. Off the play fake, Sylvester. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Throwing again here on second down, this time complete. A breakaway for Michael Thomas. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 60 yards. And the Saints get a bit closer. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And it may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up second and 10. Now Miller going to throw again. Going up top.
Where you from?
And it's knocked
Can I get the
away
pass
and
in?
incomplete.
They're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. I got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. Miller now on first and 10. Man open left side. It's his running back with it. He got 29 yards that time.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Throwing on first down. Miller. And this will be caught inside the 10. What a grab. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are, and I know that.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl, as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. Thus far, this Super Bowl has looked less like a contest and more like a coronation. And to call the second half, let's get it right back out to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Let's now to kick this one away.
Let's do it.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And he's made it easy for us to put together a highlight package, just wondering what he ate before this one started.
Let's include that in the package, right? Get the gourmet out here, figure it all out, and you guaranteed he'll do that going forward as well, because with a game like this, you don't want to change things too much. Oh, yeah, you also want to continue to get that great blocking he's received today, too.
Yeah, kudos to the guys up front indeed. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And to the 42-yard line here, brought down there. So that one will be accepted.
Okay, baby, let's go. Let's go.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Jacobs. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. 31 yards there and a first down.
Now, the good thing for you, partner, is you're not as old as I am, okay? So back when the dinosaurs roamed the earth, the right side of an offensive line was almost always your power side. Your bigger, stronger, physical guys. But on this play, they tossed it right and looked like it.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, but that's not the case so much anymore, you're saying, with the bigger guys?
Not necessarily.
Find the best guys, plug them in on your O-line.
Right. As a general rule now, you're a lot more balanced on your offensive line. It might still lean towards your best pass blocker on the left side.
Sure.
But not necessarily all the time.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And he keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah. What a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the lead is now 24. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
So now they have to contest 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the gun, Sylvester. Throw to the right, caught by Aitman. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
Nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to air one out. And this will be caught at the 30. He's out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction. Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner. Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play. Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you? And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas. His second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch. And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready. And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt. Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second. There he goes left side, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Hunter Renfrow. 72 yards. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. That drive was quick and impressive. Almost like they had somewhere else they needed to be after the game. Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. And is there bad blood here? I mean, go for 2 when you're up that much? If there wasn't before, there is now. When you do that, you've just announced to everyone, you just don't care about the other side at all. All you care about is what you're doing, and they just want to pile up points. They do. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled. Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think... Now the ball comes loose, and the Raiders pick it up.
Oh, going the wrong way,
And still fighting. And this return is going to be right around the 28-yard line. And great effort. Does he get burned for that in film? He fought through some tackles. End result, though, a fumble. It's going to be one of those situations where he'll get yelled at.
Nah, it's not a fumble.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Sylvester. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 63 yards. And the Saints get a bit closer. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one. And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point,
That big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Lutz with the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead.
We could have took 2 more.
And we can break that scoring drive down pretty easily. One play, long touchdown pass into the end zone. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. On 1st and 10, Miller. It's caught by Randall. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They run it with Jacobs. Down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give them a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Second and 6. And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game. And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to build things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
Looking to throw. Sylvester got an open man. It's QT. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down. I believe his first catch of the game defensively, they bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Sylvester into the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. And he'll be taken across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 45-yard line. Operating Sylvester. And that's going to be caught. It's Marcell Ateman. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gardens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. From the gun, Sylvester, and he's going to be dropped. 15-yard line. Cleveland Farrell in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. Kamara. And they won't fare much better here. He maybe gets back to the line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown. Operating from the gun, Sylvester. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
Well, after another passing touchdown, I think it'd be an understatement to say that he's in the zone, and I believe he likes it.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that'll make this a 19-point game. So that drive goes and it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Oh, the Saints recovered it. New Orleans football. Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes it's only when...
And Kamara has it stripped, and the Raiders pick it up, and they will take over possession of the football at the 22-yard line.
All right, you have to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time. It's it simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. And now a big play to start off this drive as the shot downfield is complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Running is Jacobs. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 7.
Ooh.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
He's going to get 5 in the Super
Raiders going to
Bowl.
go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Right back to him on first down. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. On second down, Jacobs. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal.
47 is the mic. 47 is the mic.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. The lefty Tavecchio now to add the extra point. Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the post. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs?
Yeah, preserve that for that's an ancient relic. Faking it. I can understand you want to rub it in a little. You fake it when you snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
her attic, the stuff she used to
grandmother did the
preserve.
same. It smelled
terrible.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and it's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now whistles and a timeout called here.
Oh, they
Not
want
sure
the
the
smoke.
point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game.
Get that quarterback at all costs.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. And the Oakland Raiders are on top of the football world. They will hoist the Lombardi Trophy as the Super Bowl champions. For the victors getting to hoist that Lombardi Trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone.
Okay, that's enough. Take that shit somewhere else. I don't want to watch
That's just going to be
that.
absolutely
Gross.
amazing. The task, incredible. But the accomplishment, forever.
And that's the true meaning of Father's Day.
No! That's just a character flaw.
Noticing my flaws and my strengths. Is that the true meaning of Father's Day?
Dad, I'll explain it all in the back of that guy's pickup.
Or, better yet, why don't you drive? You know what, guys? This is easily one of my favorite Father's Days. And Christmases. Did you guys know it was Christmas?
Bye-bye. See you soon.
Nothing.
The following is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised.
Love me.